today, you know? I mean, Tiff is just dropping those rate announcement bombs on people, you know? He's not really saying much, but he's saying a whole lot. You know what I'm saying?
No, I can't because your audio is so horrible. Thank God we just started. Is there a way that you can talk into something? Because you're super echoey.
It'll be like this.
Maybe like this, your forehead. It's good. At least nobody's watching, so that's really good.
That's really good.
All right, TK. So the Bank of Canada holds rates for the 4th time in the row, and you are saying something to the effect of...
I hear so bad. So bad. I can hear the replaying in the background of the what we just talked about. This is I told you this is good to do it on the Clips channel.
This is bad. Are you getting feedback? I thought you said you had ear pods.
Look.
You kind of lied.
Yeah.
You kind of lied about the ear pods.
I'm pretty sure I
could use the ear pods.
I'm pretty sure I said
With ear pods, yeah. Ear pods? No? Did you say Bluetooth? How about disconnect it from the car altogether? Let's hear you now.
Out in the rain?
There we go. No, just go in the car and turn off the car. Or disconnect the Bluetooth.
Holy smokes.
You lost our
Holy smokes.
You lost the one person we had watching.
We had somebody listening to us, and now they're gone.
And now they're
this
gone.
This is why we were testing
this. But we got a thumbs up
this
from
is
somebody. That's good.
Beta live stream Clips channel, Bank of Canada rate announcement Wednesday. And what does he do?
He holds like everybody knew he was going to do.
Like everybody thought he was going to hold.
It's all boring, and we decided to do our first live.
It wasn't boring.
It's not boring. I think it's boring.
No, he said it. He said, if I don't see inflation get under control, if we start to see inflation go back up, we're not taking further rate hikes out of the picture. But at the end of the day,
not taking further rate hikes out of the picture.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, they're definitely not going to raise rates again based on that announcement. You know, inflation's coming down steadily. They haven't raised since last July. They're basically telling us, like, you know, there's still a lot of people spending money, and we can see that the economy is starting to slow down. But at the end of the day, we're not going to lower rates until things get really, really, really bad. But they don't think it'll get too bad.
Tiff's words were basically, we don't need a recession. We just need slow growth.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I missed the word deep, but I think I got it verbatim. You got to go deep. But
you got to go deep on this one.
They don't know what to do because I don't think they know which way things are going. And I mean, it seems like things are going in the shitter, but they just don't seem to go there. I feel like
when inflation goes up again in December, it tells them people have money. When we have 20, 30 offers on property in the first couple weeks of January, it's telling them people have money. When I go on vacation and you got lineups at, you know, the salad bar, I'm telling you, people got too much money right now, right?
People have too much money. So how does everybody, well, do they?
There's a lot of people out there who have too much money. They're ready to spend it. And I think people are still caught up in what they were experiencing from the last few years, which is I want to make. And this party, like it's ingrained in us that asset prices are going to go up again. And so we're all just waiting to, you know, jump back in and say, oh, this is the bottom. This is the bottom. You know, nobody ever talks to me where they're all saying, all the investors are like, is this the bottom? Is it now time to jump in? Nobody's like, hey, you know what? Considering that the real estate market's been so volatile lately, I've been thinking about maybe putting my money somewhere else. Nobody said that.
Right. Is this the bottom? So, but who knows? Because there's a huge faction of people that think that inflation's coming back and we may see them forced to raise rates again, right? To combat that. I mean, that's the whole thing that we're really trying to avoid is that spike again in inflation. But I don't know why people think that. I mean, interest rates seem to have come down considerably, like since the height of interest rates. like regardless of what the Bank of Canada is doing.
I was looking at a
And
commercial rate for 8% like a week ago, So I know there's some 5-year fixed rates out there, and there's some, pretty attractive fixed rates that people are looking at because of the bond market and everything else too. But a lot of the
but
real
we have
premium
rates in the
rates are
fives now.
insured, and there's no frills type of rates, so it's not easy to get those really rock bottom prices.
Hmm.
Bottom line is, the truth is, variable rate holders want to see prime come back down.
Come back down
That's what they
fast, like
want
as
to
fast
see,
as it went up,
and there
right?
is no schedule of rate announcements that is going to bring back our overnight rate down to 3% or less. Not in 2024.
No, not in 24 and probably not for a while. But
Best,
then there are things looming, and there is inflationary pressures, as Tiff pointed out in his little presser today. Like there are inflationary pressures. So, for example, one inflationary pressure is war, and paying for wars that are abroad.
yeah.
Lots and lots of
But he said
money.
that a few times already. He's
Well,
just,
but it's
it's
not
like
only
it's
war.
scapegoat. It's a scapegoat.
Well, but what about UBI? Like that seems to be firing up pretty seriously here in
Not until
Canada.
election year in 2025.
Not until then. So, okay, so trade routes seem to have kind of opened up. Container prices have come back down to pre-COVID levels. Things are flying all over the earth. There's still
Contractors are giving
demand.
us quotes at 50% of what they were before.
50% of what they were before, right?
Um,
Guys are not as busy, but guys are still busy. Although, so Altus actually came out with their construction cost guide that they come out with every year. That just came out today. And whether it's right or wrong is a whole other discussion. But I had a meeting today with somebody who is very active in construction and building a lot of stuff right now, and it is in fact the case that construction costs are coming down. They are
yeah,
coming off, which is good on one hand, but I mean, the reason this happens generally is because there's an oversupply of materials or an oversupply of labor or both, right? Because like nobody's I don't see any launches. I mean, I remember I used to get 4 launches a day, and now maybe I get like some weird launch out in some part of Ontario I never heard of that's launching, or I guess like a really great expensive project. But like it seems to me like construction prices are coming down, which is a sign of recession. It's not a good thing. It's good if you're about to build something soon, I suppose.
yeah. I think they're looking at those type of things. Our unemployment rates starting to go up. A lot of layoffs in the tech sector. Old Navy at Eaton Centers closing down. Mastermind was bought out by Joe Fresh, and he's got a bunch of stores closing. Like, there's a ton of things that are going on right now that I think people are cautious about. But a lot of this is just headline news. It's just people talking. It's like these little fear
Headline
tactics.
news.
Oh my gosh! At the end of the day, um, you know, my mind is based on all the announcements that the Bank of Canada has been giving, is that they're going to be watching CPI really closely, and that they're going to be looking at getting
That's
their
right.
interest rate, getting their inflation rate back down to 2%, which they're expecting by 2025. And unless we start to see that CPI number come back down, we should not be expecting interest rates to even begin to go back down again. I think he's going to keep on holding, and I think he's what they did before was they raised them too slowly, right? All these lagging indicators made them basically raise the interest rates way too late. It should have been done in
Too
2021.
late, not too slowly, because when they did it, they went fucking bananas.
Yeah, sorry, like too late, not too slowly. So it was like they
Yeah,
were behind. And so now what they're going to do, obviously, is they are going to start lowering rates again too late. So
too late.
there's going to be some pain in the middle there where, the time comes that he should start lowering rates, which is probably within the next one or two announcements. But what I think is it's not going to be towards until the end of the year when the pain is already going to be on and everybody's going to be really struggling.
Well, so this is basically what he said is they've gone their mindset has shifted now from how high to how long,
Long, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So how long are we going to hold it at this? How much is going to break before we're forced to do something? And
Yeah.
they could hold at this. I mean, look what's going on. We're seeing bidding wars again, right? And like prices
They
don't
don't care
really,
about that really as much, you know? I know
I don't
we're
know
all
what they
real
care
estate
about.
obsessed, but they're not looking at how many bidding wars there are in Toronto and base the overnight rate on that. They're looking
They're
at
not.
much more macro scaled indicators that are going to be very um, sensitive to the rise in interest rates, like unemployment, like the inflation numbers. And I think the other thing that they're going to be looking at too right now is the economy. I think they're going to be looking at what's going to be Q4, 2023 Q4's economy growth. Are we going to be 2 consecutive quarters of a contracting economy? Are we going to see the economy stall? I think that's all going to be part of their next announcement. They're going to be able to really dive deep into this whole recession topic. And if they feel like that's something that they need to um, stimulate, then maybe we'll start to see interest rates. But when they do, let's just call it what it is. Let's address the elephant in the room. When they drop it 25 basis points, which does absolutely nothing for what people are paying right now, zero. It
Mindset,
will not
though,
change. It will not change your payment by more than $100, even on the biggest of mortgages. They they're gonna really unleash a beast here, you know. And I have people
because
who are
things are going to rip. You think because things are going
yeah,
to rip?
people will really start to think positively now. We've already seen it just in speculation that
Or
they're going to lower rates. We've already seen a huge increase in the activity and investor activity. I got a few different investment properties that I'm dealing with right now, and investors were non-existent in 2023. And I promise you, they're sniffing around right now looking for deals. But if things start to sell, eventually they're going to have no choice but to pay the price. So
eventually, they'll have no choice but to pay the price.
yeah,
I got a feeling that we will collectively pay the price together on some scale, somehow, because, like you said, they're morons. I mean, you didn't say that, but they're morons and they react too late because they look at weird stuff and they manipulate the data. And I don't know how they can base anything on CPI. It's a whole load of horseshit. But TK, the reality is and will always be that there will still be some kind of a market for us to discuss at length for absolutely no apparent reason and
zero
in a
reason.
new
Yeah, zero
format,
reason. Not doing
right?
anything with this channel or the other one or the other one. But
Or the other one.
Daryl, this was a good first live short clips
Good.
channel extravaganza.
Clip shorts, shorts
I
clips,
gotta run.
live.
I gotta run. We gotta go. But
Jiu-jitsu. Have a nice
nope.
day.
It's
Thanks to everyone who joined us for this.
we'll
We
see you guys
will do this again soon. It was a blast. TK, have fun. Whatever you're doing. Hockey. Hockey.
hasta luego.
Adios. What do I do? X. End.